For those of you following Starlight's adventures up to this point, you may notice that the previous episode we were in Phuket, and this episode we have started in Langkawi. The reason for that is because when we were in Phuket, our GoPro decided it wasn't going to work anymore. It's probably 100 years old and all the panels have fallen off it, and the battery's not good, but it's the only one we can afford. So it stopped working and we were unable to create enough video to make an episode of our trip from Phuket back to Langkawi. So in this episode we pick up again in Langkawi and we're heading back to Phuket, where we have managed to get a new battery and a new SD card for our GoPro, which got it all working. So a little bit disjointed in the timeline for you guys, but it's just the way it is sometimes, the magic of television. We're automatically back in Langkawi. So we're checking out of Talaga tomorrow, and one of the things I've learned long distance sailing is I love pizza, and when I'm under passage I don't really feel like cooking anything, it's just too hard. So if I make pizza the night before, we can eat pizza for dinner, put it in the freezer or in the fridge, and then eat it cold the next day, just whenever you feel hungry. So for me, pizza is one of those passage foods. I got to say I cheat a little bit. I use a bread maker to make the dough for me, just because it's easier and I don't have to knead it. And then once it's all kneaded, throw it on the bench, roll it flat, stick it on the little pizza tray. How good is that? What do you think, my darling?
Good.
Beer not good, but pizza good.
Good.
Eat.
Oh.
Good morning, everyone. So we're just letting go the lines here in Talaga Harbour Marina, Langkawi, Malaysia, bound for Thailand this morning. And my wife is very tired. You don't disturb time before 10 o'clock in the morning, right? That's rule number one on board, except I have to disturb. Like most cruising yachties, we tend to lose track of what day it is. We usually, can guess within a couple of days of what the date is, but the actual day of the week tends to blend into one, because you don't really have a weekend. The problem with that though is that we live on a no weekend timeline, or a long weekend timeline, and the rest of the world doesn't. So here we are, we've made our plans to check out of the marina here in Malaysia and head to Phuket. The timing arrives us there excuse me, it arrives us there over the weekend, which means that we can't check in. Well, we could check in on Saturday, but we've got to pay overtime. But apparently, according to Facebook and some of the cruising groups up here, we can't check in to Chow Long Bay on a Sunday anymore. So that means we've just got to take extra time to get up there. But the wind is going to get stronger and on the nose as we get further up there as time goes on. So we've got a dilemma. Do we go slowly and just cruise it up from island to island, or do we punch it out, 65 miles today and get half of it done prior to some of that stronger wind on the nose coming in. I'm kind of still undecided. I think I'm going to stick my head around the corner. We're still on the southern side of Langkawi, but as we go around the corner just ahead of us, I'll be able to make some decisions based on how much wind there is. Looks like we're going to be doing a lot of motoring today. Any wind I think that we get is likely to be right on the nose. So I guess the short of this is we're either doing 65 miles today or 25 miles today. I'm undecided. Would like to get half of it out of the way and go and visit a little place called Kho Rok, which is two small islands sort of halfway between Langkawi and Phuket. And Kho Rok is reported to be very beautiful with some moorings up there, so if there's moorings free we could pick one up and then be safe from thunderstorm activity as well. That kind of be my preferred option. A little bit of wishful thinking, but you know, I think the wind's going to swing around all over the place. But we have got the sail out while we motor sail. Okay, stop and go. We got the wind on the nose at the moment. About 10 knots, so it's not too bad. But as the day goes on, these little chops, little swells, well, little chop really, is going to pick up, and it's, we're going to slow down even more. I've left the mainsail up, but it's not drawing, not really. Can't do much about that. That's Langkawi over there. There's a little strait between Langkawi and Kho something or other. Anyway, that's Thailand there and Malaysia over there. Alright, so we just passed over a net that's been cut apart according to Tan. I didn't see it, I was looking at the wrong direction. But that's what you face out here. There's just so much debris and rubbish and crap in the water, it's really disappointing. Anyway, behind us over there is Kho Rok, which is probably going to be one of our favourite spots in Thailand. We're really looking forward to stopping Kho Rok. I've heard great things about it, but at the moment it's closed for checking in, so it doesn't open until the middle of October apparently. So we'll be over there as soon as it does. Beautiful white beaches, nice hotels, restaurants, massage, bars, you know, all the touristy stuff. But a very laid back kind. There's some more rubbish, plastic. And here's the pizza we prepared earlier. So this straight out of the fridge, don't have to cook anything, don't have to muck around. It's my passage making food, love it. Well, it's been a good day. In the distance there you can see, well, hopefully with the GoPro, makes things small. In the distance there you can see Kho Rok. There's two islands there, Kho Rok Nai and Kho Rok something else. Anyway, there's a small passage between the two and some moorings apparently, and a little space to anchor, so we're going to go up there and anchor up in there. The water's been a lot clearer since we got further away from Malaysia, and less nets, but definitely lots of fish traps up here near Kho Rok. I wouldn't want to try and do this in the night, in the dark. We would have collected one sooner or later. They're all over the place. But we're going to head in there. We're about 6 miles out. We've had to motor sail all of today. Probably the last half an hour I probably could have turned the engine off and sailed. But to be perfectly honest, I just want to get there now. So yeah, continued motor sailing. We're making a nice comfortable 7 knots. For the last half an hour at least, she's been down here cooking some Thai food. I'm going to put a light on so we can see. So we're having lab mu. Someone's cooking something really awesome here.
Oh.
I don't know quite what that is, but it's going to be good. I'm absolutely sure.
Isan chili.
Isan chili. Yeah. So that's what's going on in the galley. Let's come upstairs and have a look up here. It's kind of about, I'd say about half an hour from sunset. Pretty close, late afternoon anyway. It's local time 18:30, so pretty damn close. So this is Starlight for tonight. That's the end of this episode from Langkawi to Kho Rok in Phuket, halfway to Phuket. Sunset behind me, Kho Rok behind me. Sitting on a mooring, safe and sound. Just a beautiful afternoon. So just a big shout out to all those who reach out to us, because there's a few of you and you know who you are because you reach out and you throw us a message. We do appreciate that, and it's just nice to know that you know, the videos that we're making people appreciate. So thanks for reaching out, and if you haven't reached out to us yet, definitely do that, and if you haven't subscribed, definitely do that.